Hello and welcome back to another instructional video here at Reese's. We've got our LV08s task 3 reminder. So this is a task that you would have completed in the workshop. This instructional video will hopefully help to remind you some of the things, the key points that we came across. So our task today is to diagnose and rectify a suspension fault. If you come over here, you can see the IMIE portfolio job card that we've got on the screen here. You will need to populate these boxes, so you'll put the registration number in, year of manufacture, make and model of the vehicle that you worked on, and the VIN number of the vehicle. So all these are available on Teams for you to look at and are there for your reference if you haven't written down your notepad. So today we're going to give you a little brief description of work that was carried out, the recommendations for repair, and I've put this up on the board for you. So if we look here, the fault that we're going to diagnose today was a vehicle drop link. This is connected to the suspension leg. I'll show you where it is on the car first in a moment. First thing we're going to do is we're going to speak to the customer. So when the customer comes in, we want to have a good conversation with them. We want to find out what the fault is, what the symptoms of the fault are, when it's happening, get an idea of what happens and when it's going to do it on a road test. So after we spoke to the customer and they've disappeared, we can take the vehicle out on a road test. We can't take it out until we've checked it's roadworthy, so we need to check there's good condition on the tyres, plenty of tread, we need to make sure that the brake lights work, headlights work, etc. So it's always a good idea to do that before you take the vehicle out on road test. Once we come back from the road test, we've probably noticed that the vehicle's got a fault. The customer's told us what the fault was and we've experienced it for ourselves now. We can hear the suspension knocking and banging, and that's our fault that we've got to rectify. So the first thing we're going to do is put the vehicle on the ramp, and you know that at the start of every lesson we risk assess our workshop and our space, and we look at the associated hazards and risks and we put these down. So you might have a screenshot of that what you completed on the day of the task. You'll notice also that I'm wearing my PPE, my goggles, which are the most important thing. Yeah, I've also got my steel toe cap boots on and my one-piece overalls. I'm not wearing gloves today because I've put some barrier cream on. And you'll also see, for safeguarding reasons, I've got my ID badge tucked in so it doesn't get trapped in anything. So going back to the task now, we've put the vehicle on the ramp. The first thing we're going to do is make sure we can lock the vehicle from side to side. So we do that by moving the wheel from side to side. We can also grab the tyre and go for top to bottom play, side to side movement. We can go all the way around the tyre and check for any play in there. I'm going to take you over to the car now because I've taken the wheel off this vehicle and we can quite clearly see the drop link is here. That's the drop link there. So that's a part we want to replace. But before we do that, just a quick reminder, we're going to check for top to bottom play. We're going to go from side to side. We might even use a pry bar. So we can put the pry bar in underneath on the roll bar. Okay, you quite an audible noise there. Quite a nasty noise. We can look at any other bushes that are associated and any other boots that protect things like this one here on the tracker end, and we can look for any other faults, perhaps CV joints, associated faults that you might find. So there's lots to look at underneath here, but what we're going to be doing today is replacing this component here. Quite a simple task. 2 nuts hold it on. There's an Allen key at the back of it and a simple nut at the top, an 18 or 19mm nut. These just come undone and the drop link comes off. Quite a simple task to do. Very easy task, but it's one that's very rewarding because the customer gets an instant fix on the car. It's not knocking its head off anymore. So again, that's the task that we've done. We've removed and replaced the worn components and it's time to put the wheel back on. So we're going to torque the wheel nut up to 98 Newton meters on this Renault Clio. I've got the information off Autodata, and that's the end of the task really. We'd take the vehicle out on road test, make sure there was no more knocking noises or any faults, and then we could return the car to the customer. I hope that's been of some use to you, and I hope you've enjoyed it. So I'll see you later. Cheerio.